I wanted to do something funny for her intro.
G'day, Hugh, mate. I think I'll do this one.
But I've got something funny prepared.
No, you wouldn't be funny, buddy. I think I'll do it. Alright, your next act is Jasmine Cameron. See you, mate.
Woo! Jasmine Cameron!
The fuck was that? That's my introduction. Is that the best you could do with my name? Bloody hell. Every story I'm going to tell you tonight is going to be true. A lot of comedians say this is a true story, but everything I tell you tonight is actually genuinely true. And it's all based around my little sister. Because she came to visit me recently and stayed with me for a few nights. She's 8 years younger than me. And we haven't always, I can look back at it now and laugh because I used to torture her as a child. And, I used to just, right from the minute she was born, she was my little guinea pig. I used to feed her Milo when she was a baby to see what a baby Milo cough looked like. And my mum always wanted us to get along. She'd be like, no, you have to go outside and you have to play a game with her. And, I was 11 or 12, so I always wanted to play Lord of the Rings because we live in the countryside and we get sticks and wave them around and whatever. And, but I'd always make her be Gollum and I would be Arwen. And so my mum was like, no, right, you can both be hobbits. You both have to be hobbits. And I was like, fine, I'm Frodo, you're Pippin. And she was happy with that. So I made her sit in a tree for 2 hours and 43 minutes and talk to it. But the worst time, the turning point came when we were a little bit older. See, the thing about her is she always idolised me, no matter how awful I was to her. She'd always come back the next day and she'd want to be friends. And she'd always look up to me and stuff, and I didn't give a shit. And we were in Muir's, actually. We were going to get an ice cream, and I'd already got mine, and she comes up to me and she goes, Jasmine, I'm going to get the same flavour as you. I was like, no, you're not, choose your own. And she comes back in a few seconds, she's like, Mum said you have to tell me what flavour you've got. I want to know what the name of your flavour is. Tell me the flavour of your ice cream. I went, piss off. And no joke, she then proceeded to stand up on a chair and yell over the restaurant, Mum, piss off. But when she came down this time, the tables have kind of turned. And I've mellowed out a little bit. I realised she's not that bad, because now she's about 10. And I realised I actually want to teach her a lot of things. I want to do the good older sister thing. And, we were sitting on a park bench, and she's picked up the same bad habit as me, which is chewing her nails. Disgusting habit. And so I told her, the old wives' tale of don't chew your nails or your tummy will swell. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah, because when you swallow them, they poke at your stomach. It happened to me once, and I was like, she's like, wow. And so anyway, a few hours later, we were sitting on another park bench, and a heavily pregnant woman sat next to us. No shit, my little sister turned to this woman and goes, I know what you've been up to. And I'm just like, oh, shut up. And she's like, what? You told me about the time you did it. And I recently had to go to the dentist, right? And I kind of have this unspoken law with my dentist that we can be as mean to each other as we want and take the piss out of each other. It's just sort of a relationship we formed. And I had a really sore tooth and they were assessing whether they had to take it out or not. And he says, well, Jasmine, it looks like we had to keep your tooth. I was like, really? Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to have to pull it out, so I thought I was going to lose it for sure. He goes, no problem. I'll put it in a bag for you to take home once I've yanked it out. I was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And I said to him, in my witty nature, which did you fail first, medicine or comedy? And he said to me, I don't know, but if you're not careful, today will be when I fail dentistry. And then he spots my little sister. And of course, he immediately is very nice to her. He's like, hello, how are you? And my little sister, she's all doe-eyed and stuff because someone's being nice to her. And I said, look, you can't do anything wrong because if you do it, you've done it in front of my little sister. I have a witness. And her face, the look on her face, she looked at us and we both looked at her. She realised she had the upper hand here. She was my witness. And after all these years of torture, my little sister went... And even I had to be slightly proud of her. Now, I just want to quickly finish up with something. This isn't my joke, but I heard this the other day, and I think it's just brilliant. And it's the kind of thing that makes me love comedy, because it reminds me that no matter how serious the topic is, you don't have to be serious about it all the time. And it happened at a U2 concert. You've probably all heard about this. Bono went up to the front of the audience. You know, he does the whole Make Poverty History thing. And he did this. He started clapping slowly like this. And he said, "Every time I clap my hands, a child in Africa starves to death." And someone in the audience goes, "Well, stop fucking clapping then." Thank you, everyone.